Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are reviewing 4 Year Strong's new album, Analysis Paralysis. And I will go ahead and right off the bat say that this album art is a choice. It is interesting. And I think I saw the back cover of this album art, and I think I would have chose the back cover as compared to this because it's a couple of Muppets looking disturbed. So I would take those couple of Muppets looking disturbed over this Alf dog looking disturbed. But I would say it's a good art choice because it very much matches with this album's themes and the kind of the vibe the album gives off. So the first song, speaking of that, Aftermath Afterthought, has a like little synth bass keyboard undertone and a cool rhythm. And when the uh, song starts, the rock section part of it, it's almost an industrial rock rhythm with how tight the guitars are and just how like pungent they're going, just like extremely dialed in guitar playing. It almost sounds industrial, which is pretty interesting to see 4 Year Strong, kind of a pop punk, post hardcore mixture band being industrial is kind of cool. And I would say the yells, give a shout out literally to the to the yells on this song. There's some very good yells, and there's a very nasty hardcore breakdown in the song. And I will go ahead and say that this album has a lot of hardcore influences, and I'm sure, I don't know the history of all these guys, but I can guarantee you a majority of them have been in hardcore bands before being in 4 Year Strong, and 4 Year Strong definitely had a hardcore beginning. I would say I'm not totally versed in 4 Year Strong, but I know they are extremely close to hardcore in their roots and everything. So that is definitely peeking through on this album. The next song, Bad Habit, has a cool guitar effect on it and has straight up pop punk singing vocals. And the chorus is pretty catchy. And there's also a little bit of hardcore as well in the bridge. And I'll go ahead and say, I didn't say it for the other song, but both of these songs would be in my top 5 for the album, for sure. Maybe It's Me has a very cool drum intro, and this is definitely probably their most pop punk song on the album. And it has pop punk vocals at the beginning, cool start, stop motion in the chorus, and definitely the best vocals so far of the early part of the album. And it's also the chillest song, and it has a heavy outro towards the end. So you could probably already tell this song also is in my top 5. Or again, like when I say top 5, it used to be like some of the songs I would review would have a top 5, but it seems like I can't leave all the songs out, so there's gonna be more than 5 in my top 5, if that makes sense. Next song, Uncooked, has a fast intro and very good hardcore yells. And there's a cool part in the song where he's like, "See you dance," and then when he does that, the guitar's like, but it's very, very cool. I'm sure they were very inspired when they wrote those lyrics. I want to see you dance. This probably the most memeable part of the album, but it is so good. It gets you hyped when you listen to it. And the chorus is very hard hitting on Uncooked, and there's a cool, very mellow bridge. And again, it kind of goes into a chuggy breakdown at the end. And I put that as of listening to this point, I said that this is my favorite song of the album so far. So we'll see if something dethrones this song. Daddy of Mine has a very metal riff at the beginning and cool vocals where they switch from singing to yelling. And it very much has a bunch of breakdowns throughout this song. This is definitely the most angry song. Yeah, I would say this is probably the angriest sounding song on the album. And next song, Dead End Friend, has a pop punk beginning, and this is, I think this is typical for 4 Year Strong, but even the pop punk songs very much have very, very heavy and dropped, tuned down guitars, and the bass guitar sounds very good on this song in particular. And I also put that this song has probably the best chorus yet for Dead End Friend. So the song definitely ended up in my top 8 billion or whatever. The next song, Paranoia, has a nice, like, kind of start-stop staccato riff going on. Like, very reminiscent. It just reminds me of the Infinity on High by Fall Out Boy. There's a lot of good staccato, like, kind of riffs. And this album has a lot of that too. And there's a, I gotta talk about bangles, the little percussion bangles. There's some bangles included in this song, and is very well incorporated. Well done. And there's a sick metal solo towards the end, and it has very much Eddie Van Halen like licks towards the end there. And okay, so Paranoia dethroned Uncooked. Okay. Cool. Okay. So Paranoia is the reigning king. Okay, next song is STFIL. I forgot what that means. And it has an acoustic pop punk beginning. And okay. There we go. It means sucks to fall in love. This is why I have notes. And it has very much layered vocals in this song. And there's a cool lyric that says, "If you don't want to pick up the pieces, then why did you break me?" That is a solid lyric. And this is definitely more of a vibey song, but it's still plugged in and electric and everything. So this is a standout song for sure. So Sucks to Fall in Love is the name of the song. Roller Coaster, if there's going to be a pop punk album and it has the name Roller Coaster, like it's going to be good. It should be good, because like the Blink-182 Roller Coaster song is awesome, and this lives up to that. There's cool vocal effects at the beginning going on, and the bass guitar and riffs are definitely hype, and it's just an all-out skate punk song as opposed to pop punk. And there's cool, there's a cool sample of the Roller Coaster song at the end, and it's the I forgot the name of the band that did it, but it's a jazz funk band from the 70s that did Roller Coaster, but they take that little sample at the end of the song just to pay homage to that song. So that was very cool. And kind of like Blink-182's Roller Coaster, with the drums, Travis's drums kind of imitating going up on a roller coaster, like the do-do-do-do-do, but a lot faster, obviously. This song also simulates kind of the going up part of on a roller coaster slow, and then when you get up to the top it kind of stops, and then back down it just goes immediately very fast. And the song did that a lot. It was a cool concept, very well executed. I'm sure that was on purpose. If not, cool. Better Get Better has a very hype beginning, and I really like the kind of like chiming riff at the beginning. This is also very much a skate punk song, and the chorus is simple but really good. That's how you know there's a good song, if you can tell the chorus is kind of simple, but I mean that's what makes it good. Like, it's just straightforward and it sticks in your head. And Better Get Better's got a good chorus. There's very, very awesome like guitar noodling during the bridge, and nice backing vocals. So Better Get Better is also in my top 5 billion or whatever number I'm on. And How Do I Let You Go is the end of the album's the chill kind of acoustic sorta song of the album, and it picks up with a nice bass line and drums towards halfway through, and has a cool like heavy plugged in outro. And yeah, so what would I give this album? I would say I would only skip the last song just because it kind of mellows out, kind of like you're gonna fall asleep or something, but then it picks up halfway through at the end. But I mean, I get why they made that a slower song towards the end, because they've been like pounding through, like going at the speed of light for the rest of the album. So that doesn't really lower the score that much for me. And yeah, I'm really glad I found 4 Year Strong. They should be bigger. I think they're relatively big for a pop punk band, but they should be bigger. Bigger than they are. So I would give this new album by them a 9 out of 10. And yeah, very solid. Let me know what you guys think of this album, and I'll catch you guys later.